So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 hanging leg raise variations that you can do from hardest to easiest. Hanging leg raises are an amazing exercise that you can do for your abs and core, and it also works your lats and your grip strength. I attribute a huge amount of my core strength to these 3 exercises. So this first variation that you're seeing here is the most advanced technique out of the 3. The movement begins by doing a strict straight leg raise where you try to bring your toes towards the bar. Once your toes get to the bar, you extend your hips so you lift your body up towards the ceiling. Then on the way down, you simply reverse the movement by dropping your hips first and then trying to do a really strict and controlled negative part of the repetition as your legs come back down towards the start position. You'll see that there's very little momentum being used throughout the full range of motion, which means all of the focus is put on the target muscle, which is the abs and core. A few important cues to consider are get a really good strong grip on the bar and create full body tension. So you want to flex your quads, your glutes, and it even helps to squeeze your feet together. As you start bringing your legs up, to avoid swinging, it helps to imagine pushing the bar away. So almost imagine like you're throwing the bar out in front of you. As you do this, your head will go behind your arms in that window created between the bar and your arms. As you reverse the range of motion, you want to keep pushing that bar away to avoid swinging and avoid too much momentum. A common mistake you'll see is people overusing their hip flexors, which could be due to overactive hip flexors or weak abdominals. So in order to effectively target the abs in this exercise, you want to create a posterior pelvic tilt by tucking your pelvis under and shortening the space between your pelvis and your sternum. If you find the straight leg technique too difficult, you can always try this version with bent knees on the way up and then extend to straight legs at the top. So this is just a good way to scale the movement and shorten the lever. This version here is slightly easier. It still involves the straight leg strict portion of the movement, but without the hip extension up towards the ceiling. So it's a really good intermediate step. Remember, the same technique cues apply. So get a good strong grip on the bar and push the bar away as you squeeze your abs and lift your legs up towards the bar. Finally, if you find all of those other variations too difficult, you can try a hanging knee raise where you simply apply all of the same cues, but you bend your knees and try to bring your knees all the way up to your chest or as high as possible. And remember to create a posterior pelvic tilt by shortening the space between your pelvis and your sternum. You'll notice at the bottom of the repetition, regardless which technique I'm using, my feet are always in front of my hips or in front of my body to create a hollow body or a dish position, meaning that I've got tension throughout the front of my body throughout the entire range of motion. If you let your feet go behind your body at the bottom of the repetition, that is a sign that you're losing tension and you're in more of a passive position rather than a strong, active position at the bottom of the rep.